Color shading. Color shading. What is that anyway? Good morning, guys and girls. December 14, reading our daily devotionals built around fishing from the Catch a Better Life book, Catch a Better Life, on the Catch a Better Life channel on YouTube. Catch a Better Life with Jimmy Houston. If you're not subscribed to that channel, please go in there and subscribe to that channel right now. We also have another channel called Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing. We've just started that channel within the last few weeks, and it's a spin-off from our other channel that was called Jimmy Houston Outdoors. That channel is now called Jimmy and Chris Houston's Twin Eagle Ranch. We got over 120,000 people on that channel, but the fishing stuff is now all on Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing, and that's all it's on there. Just fishing. So if you're interested in fishing at all, you want to learn a little about fishing, see some great fishing videos, great fishing trips, you will see a lot of what next year's television show will be on ESPN, the Discovery Channel, WFN, World Fishing Network, Heartland, Pursuit. You'll see clips of that, a lot of it on Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing before it goes on the air next year. Okay, we're looking at the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, King Solomon wrote. King Solomon was the richest and the most wise, most intelligent king ever. King Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 3:11, "He has made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he has put eternity in their hearts." He has made everything beautiful in his time, and he has put eternity in their hearts. Look at the mountain back behind me. You see how beautiful that is? Its time is the fall of the year. The fall of the year when the trees all change different colors, and they give us sights like that right there. That sight is in its time. It won't be very long, just right around the corner, until that will turn into just tree limbs over there. There won't even be any leaves. Those leaves are all beautiful color. They will all fall to the ground. And it will just be tree limbs and trees over there, and it'll be ugly. It won't look good at all. Now, its time again is in the springtime, when it will be beautiful in its time, when the leaves turn green and they all come out, and it'll be a beautiful mountain again for quite some time at that time. He's made everything beautiful in its time, and he's put eternity in their hearts. We all fight time in our lives. We live in the busiest, most hurry-up country in the world. Now, I haven't been everywhere in the world. I've been a lot of places. I haven't been everywhere. But if there's any place any busier than the United States of America, I don't think I want to go there. I have constantly, all my life, lived a horrendous schedule, doing 39 television shows every year, over 100 personal appearances, and more than, it says right here, 500 videos a year for YouTube and Facebook. Actually, we do over 1,000 videos a year for YouTube and Facebook, plus compete in BASS or FLW tournament schedule, a complete tournament schedule, and we don't do that anymore. 2019 was the last year we fished tournaments. Had a good year that year, won over $50,000, so it was a good year. How is this possible? How is this possible to do 100 personal appearances, 39 television shows, 1,000 videos for YouTube, and still fish tournaments? Those tournaments took about 8 weeks, actually took about 80 days, about 10 days per tournament. So that's a lot of days out of the year. How can you do that? I get asked all the time, Jimmy, how do you keep that schedule? How do you do that? How can you do all of that in 7 days a week, 24 hours a day? How can you do it? Here's the trick. Here's the secret. By putting God, by putting my family first in my schedule and in my life. Here's my motto. Some of this might want to make this your motto too. I have all the time to do all God intends me to do this year. We're coming down to the end of the year. I probably should have wrote this devotional in January and not in December. But I have all the time to do all God intends me to do this year. You know, I read the Bible completely through every single year. I've been doing it since I was in my mid-20s. Haven't missed a single year. Does that take a little time? It takes a little time, not a lot. But a lot of people don't have time to read the Bible every day. God intends for you to read the Bible every day. Chris and I include family in everything we do. Whatever we're doing and wherever we are is in God's plan. You hear what I just said? Whatever we're doing and wherever we are, we're in God's plan. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. We are walking together with God and our family in everything we do. And we know for sure that this journey will continue into eternity. God has put that desire and that assurance of eternity in our hearts. It's like King Solomon said, He has put eternity in their hearts. He's talking about me and you. He's put eternity in our hearts. And prove our family will walk together forever. Now, those of you that know my personal situation know that Chris had a stroke about a little over 20 months ago. And she still can't walk. She's getting close. She raises that right leg up and the step goes almost completely through. Sometimes it goes through. It's not a good full step. It has to be moved a little bit to take the next one. She's really anxious to take that next one with her left leg, which is good. She can't feel that right leg, and that's what makes it difficult. The brain is not telling that right leg to move, but it's telling it to move now some because she's moving it. And she lifts it up and she moves it forward, and so it's fantastic. I've had many of you comment because I am totally certain God is healing Chris. I'm totally certain that Chris will walk again right here on earth. And several of you have reminded me, Jimmy, I know that Chris will walk in heaven. There won't be any blind people in heaven. There won't be any cripples in heaven. Everybody will be perfect in heaven, just like God intended. And I know that she will walk in heaven. I know that. She'll fly in heaven. She'll fly. But this I know also. This I know, guys and girls. Chris will walk here on this earth as well. Chris will be in that boat fishing with me. She'll be walking in this yard. She'll be walking on that mountain that we're looking at behind us. She will be doing that here on this earth. I don't know when. God knows when. I pray to Him every single day. God, make it sooner rather than later. 20 months plus. But she's getting closer every single day. Every single day. Isn't it great to know that you're going to heaven? Your husband or wife's going to heaven with you. Your son or your daughter. And if you're not sure if your family's going to heaven with you, talk to them about it. Talk to them about it. Right? Just ask them, do you know where you'll spend eternity? Because they're going to spend it somewhere. In heaven or in hell. Here's our tip for today. Color shading. What is color shading? Color shading is where on your fish locator you can set it where when you're looking at your contour maps, the different depths will be different colors. That is color shading. If you have color shading on your sonar mapping, use it. Use it. Set those colors, set that color shading on your locator. You will be amazed when you look at those graphs on your fish locators if you have that color shading in, and all the new ones have it nowadays. But if you have that color shading in there, you'll be surprised how many good fishing spots will just jump out to you. Wow, I need to go try that spot right there. That looks good. And today's locators we have now with our live scope, once we go over to those places, we can look over and see if there's any fish there. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? You guys and girls, go out there and have a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.